Ours final words before Papoose ties the knot with Claressa. This ain't just gossip. This is the kind of drama that shakes the entire hip-hop world to its core. We're talking about betrayal, heartbreak, and a plot twist so wild even a reality show couldn't script it better. But let's pause for a second. Papoose, the same Papoose who stood 10 toes down for Remy while she was locked up for 6 years, the man who redefined the term ride or die, is now, out of nowhere, about to say I do to Claressa? Oh, but it gets worse. Because Remy's last words before this shocking wedding, baby, they change everything. What did she say? Was it a desperate plea? A confession? Or something so scandalous it could stop this wedding before it even begins? Buckle up, because once we break this down, you'll never see Remy, Papoose, or Claressa the same way again. Alright, y'all, let's talk about the unthinkable, the kind of betrayal that makes you question everything you ever believed in. The kind of twist that makes even reality TV look like a bedtime story. Because Papoose and Remy Ma, we thought they were hip-hop's last real love story. We thought loyalty was the foundation of everything they built. But nope, plot twist. Now Papoose is out here about to marry Claressa. And if that wasn't messy enough, Remy's last words before this wedding just flipped the script in ways nobody saw coming. Now let's take a step back, cause I know this don't even sound real. Papoose leaving Remy Ma for Claressa? Yo, if this ain't the biggest case of I held you down for years and this is how you do me, I don't know what is. But listen, it gets even deeper. Because the real question ain't just why, it's how. How did we get here? How did Papoose, the same man who rapped about black love, the same man who waited for 6 whole years while Remy was locked up, suddenly decide to switch lanes like this? Oh, but don't worry, I got all the receipts. And trust me, this is just the beginning. See, we should have seen the cracks in this love story a long time ago. And if you go back and connect the dots, baby, it's been right in our faces this whole time. First off, Papoose been moving different. Y'all remember when he used to be front and center, hyping Remy up like he was her personal cheerleader? That man had #BlackLove written all over him. But lately, crickets. Not only has he been missing in action, but the energy between them has been giving forced, awkward, and low-key tense. And then, get this. Just a few months back, Papoose got spotted at an exclusive industry event in L.A. Now, y'all know Pap don't even be at these Hollywood-type functions like that. But guess who he was seen getting real cozy with? Yep, Claressa. And let me tell y'all something. This wasn't no just friends type of vibe. Nah, this was eye contact lingering too long. Whispering in ears, smiling like he just heard the funniest joke ever type of vibe. And the biggest red flag? Remy Ma was nowhere to be found. Y'all, when has Papoose ever moved like this? Never. But that wasn't even the real kicker. Because now we gotta talk about Remy. And let's be real, this woman ain't no fool. Say what you want, but Remy Ma is a strategist. And the fact that she had no idea this was coming? That just don't add up. Sources close to the situation are saying that Remy Ma was completely blindsided by this whole thing, that she found out about Papoose and Claressa the same way we did, through the blogs. Y'all, imagine scrolling on Instagram and seeing your husband all hugged up with another woman. The betrayal, the disrespect, the audacity. But hold up, here's where it gets even messier. Some insiders are whispering that Remy might have known all along, and she just played the victim card before the truth got out. Oh yeah, because let's not forget, Remy got some skeletons of her own. And if y'all think Papoose just up and left for no reason, baby, think again. Because rumor has it, Remy was the first to step out. Yep, that's right. Word on the street is that Remy Ma got a little too comfortable with a certain friend in the industry. And when Papoose found out, instead of making a scene, instead of wilding out like the rest of us would, he played it cool. He stayed quiet. And then, he pulled the ultimate revenge move. He started entertaining Claressa. Y'all, we need to talk about her real quick. Because who even is Claressa? And how did she manage to pull Papoose away from Remy Ma? The Remy Ma? Oh, trust me. Y'all ain't ready for what comes next. Because Claressa? Sis got a past that makes this entire situation 10 times wilder. And just when you think it can't get messier, wait till you hear what Remy's last words were before this wedding. Now, let's talk about Claressa, because if you think this is just some random woman who happened to steal Papoose's heart, oh baby, you are in for a ride. Sis had a plan from the jump. See, people are acting all shocked like this came out of nowhere, but let's be real, this wasn't accidental. This wasn't some, oops, we caught feelings type of situation. Nah, Claressa had been working on this for a minute. And if you really dig into her past, she has a history of getting exactly what she wants, no matter who she has to step over to get it. Y'all remember that mysterious business deal she was working on last year? The one where she claimed she was teaming up with industry power players to expand her brand?
Aha.
Well, guess who one of those industry power players turned out to be?
Papoose.
That's right. Word on the street is that Claressa used this so-called business deal as a way to slide into his life. At first, it was all professional, meetings, networking events, exchanging ideas. But then, oh baby, the late-night conversation started. The "hey, I just need some advice" texts. The "oh my god, you're so different from other men in the industry" type of flattery. And y'all already know how that goes. Slowly but surely, she reeled him in. And what's wild is that she wasn't even being sneaky with it. She was out here posting cryptic messages, dropping not-so-subtle hints in interviews, and making sure people knew she was dealing with a powerful man who wasn't happy in his relationship. Oh, but wait, it gets worse. Because while Claressa was out here plotting her way into Papoose's life, Remy Ma was starting to realize something wasn't right. Y'all, insiders say Remy had a gut feeling something was off. You know how women just know when something ain't adding up? Yeah, well, Remy knew. She started noticing the change in Papoose's behavior. The way he stopped showing up for her the way he used to. The way he was suddenly too busy to talk. And then, boom, the moment that changed everything. A private investigator. Yep. Because when Remy couldn't shake the feeling that something was going on, Sis did what any woman with resources would do. She hired a private investigator. And let me tell y'all something, what they found. Straight up shocking. Not only was Papoose meeting up with Claressa behind closed doors, but baby, there were receipts, text messages, hotel bookings, private dinner reservations under fake names. Like, y'all, this man had a whole secret life. And when Remy finally saw the evidence, she lost it. Sources say she confronted Papoose with everything, the screenshots, the phone records, the dates, the times, all of it. And how did Papoose respond? Well, this man just sat there, calm as ever. Didn't yell, didn't argue, didn't even deny it. He just looked at her and said 7 words that sent shivers down her spine. Now you know how it feels, huh? Oh my god. Y'all, when I tell you the room went silent. Because that's when it clicked. That's when Remy realized what was really going on. This wasn't just some random betrayal. This was payback. See, like I told y'all before, Remy wasn't innocent in all this. Papoose had dirt on her too. And the craziest part? Remy didn't even deny it. All she did was stare at him. Because she knew he had found out about her own little situation on the side. She knew this was revenge. And let me tell y'all something. If you thought this was messy, wait till you hear what happened next. Because Remy's response? Oh baby, she did not go out quietly. Y'all are not ready for what came out of her mouth next. When I tell you Remy Ma did not hold back. Oh baby, she unloaded. Because the moment Papoose hit her with that, "now you know how it feels" line, that was it. That was the exact moment Remy lost every ounce of composure she had left. Sources say she just sat there for a second, staring at him, breathing heavy, hands shaking, and then she laughed. Not a regular laugh, though. Oh no. It was that "oh, so you really think you did something" type of laugh. That "boy, you have no idea what I'm about to say next" type of laugh. And when she finally spoke,
Chilly.
She leaned in close, looked him dead in the eyes, and said, "You think you're the only one who kept secrets?"
Boom. Y'all.
Papoose's whole face changed. Because what he thought was going to happen. He thought Remy was just going to cry, maybe scream a little, and then storm out. He thought this was going to be his big moment. His revenge.
But nah.
Because the real tea? Oh baby, Remy had been sitting on her own bombshell. And when she dropped it, it shook the room. Been keeping a secret that'll end your little fairy tale before it even starts. Y'all, Theo's heart must have stopped because now he was the one sweating. He was the one scrambling to figure out what was about to be exposed. And let me tell you what Remy said next. Game over. She took a deep breath, leaned back, crossed her arms, and said, "Claressa doesn't love you. She's using you, and I can prove it."
Boom.
Now, let's be clear. Papoose did not believe her at first. He rolled his eyes, shook his head, and hit her with the whole "you just mad I'm moving on" speech. But then, Remy pulled out receipts, y'all. The receipts, text messages, screenshots, financial records, and the final piece of evidence, a whole recorded phone call. Yep, because Remy had done her homework. Turns out, Claressa had been running game on Papoose from the beginning. Sis had a whole other man she was still dealing with, a man who just so happened to be funding her lifestyle while she was setting up Papoose as her next target. And when Papoose heard the phone call, when he heard Claressa on the line talking about how she was playing her role until she could cash out, baby, he turned pale. All that confidence?
Gone.
All that I got my revenge energy?
Dead.
Because the reality was, Theo wasn't the player. He was the one getting played. And Remy? She knew this would happen. She sat there, watching his whole world crumble, and hit him with, "Now you know how it feels." Phew. Full circle moment. Y'all, Papoose had no words. He just sat there, shaking his head, processing the fact that he'd just been outplayed in the worst way possible. And Claressa? Oh, she dipped real quick. The moment she realized Papoose found out the truth, Sis disappeared, blocked his number, deleted pictures, and moved on like nothing happened. And just like that, Papoose was left with nothing. No revenge, no relationship, just regret. Meanwhile, Remy Ma walked away unbothered. Because while he was out here plotting, scheming, and thinking he was ahead of the game, she had already won. And that, my friends, is how the story really ends. But let me ask y'all this. Do you think Papoose deserved what happened? Or was he dead wrong for trying to get revenge? And more importantly, do y'all think this is really over? Because listen, in Hollywood, nothing ever ends this clean. So don't be surprised if something crazier pops up next. And trust me, I'll be here to spill all the tea. So if y'all want to stay updated on the latest mess, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because this drama ain't over yet. Now, if that wasn't the messiest, most dramatic, and unexpected twist y'all have heard all year, I don't know what is. But listen, this ain't over. Because if you think Papoose is just going to take this L and move on quietly, oh, baby, you don't know Hollywood. You don't know hip-hop relationships. You don't know how petty celebrities can get. So here's what I want to know from y'all. Who was really in the wrong here? Was Papoose justified in trying to get back at Remy like this? Or did he play himself trying to be slick? And more importantly, do y'all think this is the end of Remy and Papoose? Or is this just another chapter in their never-ending toxic love story? Because let's be real, Remy walked away looking like the ultimate mastermind in this situation. But y'all know how these men operate. Papoose ain't just gonna let her have the last word. So mark my words, he's gonna try to flip this back on her. And when he does, you already know I'll be here with all the details. So go ahead, drop those comments below. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, because this tea is too hot to keep to myself. And while you're at it, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an update on this messy, messy drama. Y'all, this right here is straight up wild. Just when we thought the drama between 50 Cent, Remy Ma, and Papo couldn't get any messier, boom, a secret just leaked that's got everybody losing their minds. And let me tell you, 50 Cent ain't playing no games. Now, we already know Remy Ma and Papoose have been moving kind of suspicious lately, but what if I told you there's a whole secret they've been hiding from the public? And now that it's out in the open, let's just say 50 is warning Remy Ma that things might get real messy real fast. But here's the real tea. What exactly leaked? Are we talking cheating rumors, secret beef, or something even bigger? And why is 50 Cent acting like he's got receipts that could end careers out here? One thing's for sure, this ain't just another celebrity scandal. This could be the biggest betrayal in hip-hop history. And you already know I've got all the juicy details right here. So grab your popcorn, cause we're about to expose it all. Let's get into it, alright, let's get into it because this situation is getting messy fast. The internet is already in flames, and you already know that when 50 Cent gets involved, it means one thing, someone's about to get exposed. And this time? Oh, it's Remy Ma. Now, let's be real. Remy Ma and Papoose were the hip-hop couple everyone admired. People looked at them like they were solid, unshakable, real love goals. Papoose literally held Remy down when she was locked up, stayed loyal, and proved that he was a different breed. But now, everything is changing. Secrets are spilling, and some of the things coming out will have you looking at them very differently. Because if 50 Cent is coming after you, you already know it's about to be bad. So, let's start with how this whole thing even began. The drama begins the first whispers of trouble started when a certain Claressa Shields, yeah, the boxing champ, got thrown into the mix. And before anyone even realized what was happening, Papoose's name was right there in the middle of the drama. Apparently, some people started noticing that Papoose and Claressa were a little too friendly. Now, normally, that wouldn't be a big deal. hip-hop and sports go hand in hand. But when folks started digging deeper, things got real suspicious real fast. People started noticing patterns, little things. The way Claressa would act around Papoose. The way Remy's energy would shift whenever someone brought it up. And then, like clockwork, 50 Cent swooped in and did what he does best: stir the pot. At first, people thought he was just messing around, throwing shade like he always does. But then some leaked messages started making the rounds. And when I tell you these messages were not a good look for Papoose, I mean bad. Remy Ma's reaction says it all now. Here's the thing, Claressa wasn't even the one causing the most tension. The real problem? It was how Remy Ma reacted when people started talking. Because instead of brushing it off or ignoring it, Remy started getting heated. And that's when people knew there was more to this story. And, of course, 50 Cent wasn't about to let this slide. You already know he sees everything. So the moment he caught wind of the rumors, he went straight to social media and started throwing cryptic shots. He wasn't just hinting at Papoose's name being dragged into this mess. He was implying that Remy had her own skeletons in the closet. And when 50 Cent started